Hi all, it's me, Fuzz Piney.
Look at the front where it says Ames real big. Alright everyone, I'm out here in Clementon, New Jersey, and I'm at Bottom Dollar. Bottom Dollar was a chain of discount grocery stores that was spawned off of the Food Lion chain that's based out of North Carolina in the southeast, in that area. Well, mid-Atlantic rather. And they tried putting their footprint up here, and they did it in my area too, around Pittsburgh and even places in Ohio with their discount grocery stores. Similar to Aldi, but Aldi just couldn't be defeated by any of these other companies. Giant Eagle tried it too, which is a grocery store chain out of Pittsburgh with good sense stores, and they decided to close them up. And Aldi just reigns superior in the discount grocery store world. You know, even Save a Lot can't do that, but and that's why they can raise their prices, because they run all these other ones out of business. So, or because the grocery stores that spawned them weren't making enough profits, so they wanted to get rid of them. They tried to work in that market, and it just didn't. And this is one of them. And the building that it's attached to was an old Big Lots. This was a Big Lots for a long time. And, well, the Bottom Dollar closed up around 2015. I'm not exactly sure when the Big Lots left, but it became a church. And I don't think it's being used anymore right now. But on the end, the Postal Service is using it, so I'm not going to film that over there. And, yeah, you got Bottom Dollar just sitting here in this church, sitting here empty in this town, and you got a Dollar Tree across the street, which is awesome. You know I love Dollar Trees, so... But I thought while I was out here I would check it out. Can't see inside a whole lot. We can a little bit through the one window, even though it got, like, film on it, so it's going to be a little difficult, but... We'll hop out of the car, put together a video, and I just hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and do that. There you have it, Bottom Dollar. And the Big Lots that was next door, it was painted over, and it actually used to sport the old logo, the Big Lots Odd Lots style logo, and it was right over here before they painted it all up. And this was actually a church prior to being the Bottom Dollar store. And then since it closed in 2015, it appears that nothing has moved into this since then. So 10 years it's been closed. It's hard to believe already. I love Bottom Dollar. We had a couple of them in the Pittsburgh area that I would shop at. And they just didn't survive. It was nice because it felt like I had a snippet of Food Lion in my area. And they would actually have some... I think it's Del Hayes brand products, which is the company that owns Food Lion. Del Hayes, however you pronounce it. They even tried their footprint in the Winchester, Virginia area with Food Lion, and it didn't seem to work out very well. There are still a couple in Northern Virginia like that, but for the most part, you got to go further south. Now, we can't see through that window, but they got the butcher paper. Do not open doors to full position. Ooh, okay. A little rough and narrow. They had a broken window on that side. They boarded it up. I don't know why people got to break things for. Just leave crap alone. See what we can see through here. In this window, if anything. I saw the lights through there. Not very good at all. That is rough. Can't really see it all in there. So, we tried. What? Oh, they had those locking shopping carts, so you couldn't take them. They would lock in the parking lot. Anyway, let's take a little bit of a walk. I haven't filmed a Bottom Dollar in a long time. I know I did that one in Ohio years ago, and people were saying it was a really rough neighborhood. But YOLO. I'll probably get lambasted if this is a bad neighborhood. It doesn't look like one. I don't know if it is. I'm not judging. Seems all right. Just surprised nothing else has moved in here, or at least tried. But I guess if Big Lots can't even make it through here, and I mean, it closed before the bankruptcies all started, long before that, unless they relocated. There's their loading dock back here. Power's on. I mean, we already knew that. Bottom dollar, number 2986. It just gives me Kmart vibes, though. This whole building does. What? Yeah, look, there's the Big Lots logo on the garage door. So they did have their footprint here in Jersey. Wonder what was there. A doorway there, but that, I don't know, unless that was a garbage chute like that. This just gives me Kmart vibes for days. But on the Kmart Legends map, like the, there's a legend map overlay on Google Maps, and there's a dot for every Kmart that ever existed in the country. I forget how I downloaded it, but I downloaded it years ago. And there will be a dot for every Kmart, standing or gone, closed whenever, it doesn't matter. But this didn't have that. I do know sometimes they're not 100% accurate, like there might be a red dot down the street for this Kmart right here if this was, but it doesn't, I don't know. It gives me those vibes, but I just don't know. Anyway, not a bad day out here. The rain that came through kept the temperatures cool for now. It is supposed to get into the upper 90s later today, but who knows if that's actually going to happen at this point. I don't know. Anyway, there's one last look at Bottom Dollar, and Big Lots for that matter, as the one random car enters the parking lot. We're just going to call that guy, that's a girl. No, I don't know what that was. And then it's just parking with the other car, so I don't really know. But we're just going to call them friend. I guess. Yeah, I don't really know like what was going on with that. I didn't want to assume it was a guy or a girl because it had hair everywhere, just like poof, like a 4th of July firework. I'm not quite sure what was going on with that. Somebody's having a bad hair day, maybe? I don't really know. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me here. I'm going to get on out of here on that note, too. I don't know why they parked there. That's a weird place to park. There was a car that parked on the other side of the lot. Right? I don't know where they're at. They're over there somewhere. Maybe they're fans. I don't know. Could be. But anyway, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care and stay awesome. I'm just a little confused. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everyone.